Hey guys! So our world has many strange and surprising places that scientists from around the world haven't really been able to fully explain. So today's video is going to be a little virtual tour, and maybe we can try to find the truth together. So let's go. In the American Mojave Desert, one can find many interesting things. There is a 30-meter, 98-foot hill made out of red stones that's capped in an unexpected tourist site. A tall, dark, metallic object above the slope in the desert. Because of its shape, it's known as the Mojave megaphone. But it's not a megaphone. What is it really, and how did it end up in the American desert? Well, historians and tourists alike have racked their brains for many years but still can't understand what in the world it is. Now, some think that the Mojave megaphone is a signal left by American soldiers during World War II that they used maybe to warn residents in the surrounding areas of chemical weapons experiments. Now, there's others that think the Mojave megaphone is some sort of horizontal drum that can be used to stretch skin to play an instrument. But a third group is convinced the megaphone was attached to the hill as a kind of a joke, just to make people start wondering where it came from. Well, one way or another, none of these theories have been confirmed yet. Now, in the Chinese Gansu province, you can find the unique Zhongzidanya National Geopark. This geopark is 124 square miles large, and it's praised for its unusual, colorful rocks. It looks simply magical. Tourists might think the rocks were man-made, but they would be mistaken. Zhongzidanya is naturally occurring, and it's made out of different types of colorful sandstone. Now, that's not all there is about Zhongzidanya. Scientists know that the colorful rocks were made over a few million years, and originally it was a natural pool that dried up and left the colorful nature remnants behind. Researchers think that the unusual shapes, patterns, and colors of the rocks are the result of years-long natural cataclysms. Nevertheless, they don't understand why Zhongzidanya is the only place like it. There is no other landscape on the planet that resembles Zhongzidanya. This surprises tourists and confuses experts. But the geopark has national status and is recognized as one of the most beautiful places in China. Now, China has another surprising place in the Shanxi province. 30 meters, 98 feet above the earth, on top of the Hengsheng mountain, you can find an amazing temple called the Zongkong Temple, which is translated to the Hanging Temple. One look is enough to recognize why it's called that. Now, the temple complex actually hangs on the mountain. It has an entire series of religious buildings, and it's the only temple in China that combines three religions: Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism. Officially, this unbelievable structure was made in the 5th century BCE under the Northern Wei dynasty. Many experts are really confused by this because they can't understand how it was possible to build such a structure at that time. The Hanging Temple is made of 40 rooms that are connected by a labyrinth of various passageways. And the complex is so intricate that it has made several researchers think about what kind of technology was used in those ancient times that have been lost now. So now let's move over to neighboring India, where the Chambayori can be found, and Abaneri, Rajasthan. Look at this structure. What do you think it is? Is it a strange residential complex or ancient arena? Well, the answer is neither. Chambayori is a well. It just looks really different than the ones you're used to seeing. This fact still makes experts think about why the ancient Indians needed to build such a large structure. The time of Chambayori's construction has not yet been determined. Some think it was built sometime BCE, others tend to think it was made in the 9th to 11th century CE. It's also still unclear how it was designed, how the measurements were made, how unknown specialists from that time could have figured out to make water accumulate during the entire rainy season and then fill up the groundwater as well. And then when the dry season came, the water stayed in the well until the next rainy season and was able to be used. Even today, building such a structure would be extremely difficult. Just imagine doing it hundreds of years ago. And additionally, we still don't know why it was made. That's because Chambayori is a bit too extreme for just storing drinking water. Now, experts don't agree about Chambayori, but some are sure this well was made by a highly advanced ancient civilization using some technology that we no longer have access to. Experts also think that Chambayori is not a well, but something else entirely. There's also mysterious valleys in India. One of them is in Assam. It's called Jantiga, and it's also called by the locals the Valley of Falling Birds. Because one night a year, at almost midnight, flocks of birds fly there almost unconsciously. Many of them fall in the valley, and several of them actually hit the locals. The fallen birds, they don't fight at all. A person can pick them up without any issues. But now, how is it possible? And why does it happen? Scientists only have hypotheses. They think this area has a geomagnetic anomaly, which has an unusual effect on the birds living nearby. But why does it only happen once a year? And why does it only affect birds? Maybe it's not an anomaly. What do you think? Hokia burial mounds. Hokia is a group of 109 burial mounds for North American natives in Illinois. About 1,000 years ago, Hokia was a large native city, the largest in North America. Estimations show that 8 to 40,000 people lived here. Now, experts can't provide a specific population because Hokia is shrouded in secrecy. The city's builders left little material evidence behind, so experts don't know who built the massive city. It has 7 terraces, 30-meter, 98-foot burial mounds, as well as a huge solar calendar. Everything indicates that 1,000 years ago, a highly developed society lived there. But exactly who lived there, how they lived, and why they left it behind has yet to be explained. That's why the Hokia burial grounds are a beloved place for many tourists that come looking to discover the ancient city's secret. Now, our planet has many strange places, and even more phenomena that are still unknown to humankind. It's possible experts will find explanations for all these natural miracles someday, but for now, many things are still unknown. All we can do is observe these amazing places and phenomena from every angle. So let us know what you thought in the comments. Be sure to like the video, and we'll see you again soon.